Welcome back to KCAT News. First up, we have Nicolay with the pep assembly for homecoming. Then we have Caden Raheski for Spirit Week. Next, we'll have Will Perkins covering the homecoming crowning. And then after that, we'll have Tess Hargrove with the homecoming football game. I'm Damian Immel, and this is KCAT News. To start off today, we have Nicolay Gonzalez covering last week's pep assembly.
Friday 1st of October, we had the opportunity to do the pep assembly after 2 years, where we saw many students participating in games or doing some activities.
It was very fun and a very good experience because me coming in as a freshman during COVID, we weren't allowed to have any pep assemblies, and so it was a good experience to be a part of it.
The pep assembly was really fun. It was good. It was a little bit different from the other years because all the students went to the stadium instead of us going to all the other schools, but I think it was still fun. I think everybody still had a good time.
The pep assembly was extremely fun because I got to do it with all my best friends, and I loved having everyone in like the rowdy crowd there. And I just love seeing all the little kids there, and it was just so fun. And
Yes, I very much enjoyed it.
Yes, I had a very good time performing with the drum line and also just seeing everybody else perform and seeing everybody out.
I really enjoyed it.
My favorite part was all the games for the high school pep assembly, and then for like all the other schools, it was greeting all the people in.
Favorite part of the pep assembly definitely was doing the homecoming candidate games with the other homecoming candidates, so we were blindfolded, and it was just really funny, and seeing everybody laugh and hearing everybody laugh was funny.
My favorite part was whenever me and my stunt group were warming up stunts, and I was up in the air, and all the little kids went crazy. It was so cute.
Nicola Gonzalez, this is KCAT News.
Thanks, Nicolay. Thanks, Caden. Caden Raheski is going over what Spirit Week was all about.
On Monday, September 27, 2021, the Mulvane High School kicked off their Spirit Week for homecoming against the homecoming game against Coffeyville.
The thing I liked about Spirit Week is that everybody got together, worked together to do fun things with the whole school. That was pretty cool.
I think my favorite day of Spirit Week was throwback day when you got to, dress up from a different time period. It was just really cool to see what people came up with.
On Monday, we had Pajama Day coming to school in your PJs. Tuesday was Twin Day, so you get to dress up exactly the same as somebody else. Wednesday was Color Ward, freshmen with green, sophomores in gray, juniors in white, and seniors in black. After that is Throwback Thursday, where you get to wear something from your decade, like the 70s or the 80s, and wrap up the week, we have green and white to show your Wildcat pride.
My favorite day of Spirit Week was Throwback Thursday because dressing like how people dressed back in the day is really cool.
The thing I liked most about Spirit Week was the competitions between all of the classes. I thought that was really cool, and everybody just having a good time.
Thanks all for participating in Spirit Week, guys. Caden Raheski, KCAT News.
Next, we have Will Perkins covering who was crowned homecoming king and queen.
On October 1st, at the Mulvane football game, the king and queen were announced for homecoming. Conan Boster won king and Cameron Nolan won queen. I caught up on what was their best moment on winning homecoming.
I was really shocked, but I thought it was winning with Kelton because we've been friends for a long time.
Just hearing my name was just really weird, and I just felt like I was floating. It just didn't even feel real, and just having people cheer and talk to me after the ceremony was just really, really cool. And winning with Cameron was also really cool.
I was actually toilet papering with the cross-country team, so I didn't know. But then I came back and my house was toilet papered, and then the cross-country team toilet papered my house when I was there.
I had a game that night at McPherson, and McPherson starts a little later, but I didn't get back till super late. But my mom texted me, and she was like, "Yeah, there's just toilet paper everywhere," and she's like, "It's literally in your car." So that was interesting.
I was shocked. Like, I did not think it was going to be my name being called.
Yeah, I was just so surprised, and I mean, it was really just insane to hear, and it's still, I mean, doesn't even feel real to this moment. I was just super excited, and I mean, I just couldn't stop smiling.
My favorite day of Spirit Week would probably be Twin Day, because, I don't know, I got to do it with my friend Lucy.
My favorite was probably the Twin Day because me and Sierra dressed up in jean shorts and our Chiefs jerseys, so that was pretty fun.
Congratulations on winning King and Queen. Will Perkins, KCAT News.
Thanks, Will. Now on to Tess Hargrove, who is giving us the details of last week's homecoming football game. Thanks, Tess.
On October 1st, the number 8 ranked team in 4A, Mulvane Wildcats, dominated Coffeyville 51-6 on the annual homecoming game.
It was a pretty good game. All the kids got in, so that was the exciting part for the JV and the freshmen. It'll be kind of cool for them freshmen someday to remember back when they were freshmen and be able to say, hey, I got in a varsity homecoming game, so that's great for those guys. The older guys were super pumped up, and it was just fun to watch.
I thought we played pretty well. It just kind of was a beatdown from the very first snap of the ball.
It's pretty fun. It wasn't really a close game, so pretty much everybody got to play. And after the game, it was pretty fun. We all went and hung out, and yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did great overall. Expectations, I think, offense, defensively, we looked awesome. Of course, I know Coffeyville's not that great, so for us to go out and just get it done was awesome. Yeah.
Defense, me and Keaton kept the inside run stopped, and I scored a touchdown. So I played pretty well.
High energy. The crowd was huge, biggest crowd I've seen. So I think a lot of that came from that. Hopefully we continue to have a big crowd like that.
We were all pretty hyped. We were just ready to play and ready to go put the smackdown on some team because we haven't done that in a while.
The energy was really high. The stands were packed, like way more than usual, and that kind of gave everyone a little bit of a boost. And the energy on the field was a lot more, considering it was like homecoming, and we were up by a lot, and momentum was on our side, so there was a lot of energy.
Tess Hargrove, KCAT News.
Well, that's all for this week's episode. Be sure to stay tuned for next week. I'm Damian Immel. Thanks for watching KCAT. Finally, we have interviews with me, Damian Immel, who is doing interviews with Immel. Thanks, me. Last, we have interviews with Damian Immel. Yeah, it's way too slow. See, when you have more